Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tanvi Kurana and I'm your host for today. And on behalf of Central Institute of Educational Technology, NCERT, and Adobe India, I warmly welcome all the educators to this fifth session on animations and video storytelling using Adobe Express. We are delighted to have teachers, teacher educators, and school leaders from the states of Delhi, Haryana, Gujarat, Assam, Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh joining us today. If you have any questions, any queries, please go to our YouTube channel, that is NCERT Events, and write down your questions, your queries related to this particular session, and the experts that we have today, they'll be more than happy to answer all of them. All you have to do is write down those questions in the live chat box. Apart from this, we also have our IVRS number, that is 8800440559. You can contact and raise your queries. And you're also watching us live on our eVidya channel number 14. So, with the advent of digital tools and platforms, NCERT, that is National Council of Educational Research and Training, along with National Education Policy 2020 emphasize on the need to integrate technology into educational practices to enhance accessibility, engagement, and effectiveness. This makes learning easier and more fun, of course. Students can find lots of helpful stuff online, there's no doubt in that, and from different places, and they can enjoy learning more. Through a synergistic combination of technology and creatively focused pedagogies, NCERT CIET, in collaboration with Adobe India, has designed this particular program, which aims to cultivate creativity, innovation, and digital empowerment among the educators. NCERT, in collaboration with Adobe India, presents a pioneering online training program. Discover the power of Adobe Express and Adobe Acrobat with AI Assistant to bring digital creativity and AI skills into the classroom. Starting from 6th of June till the end of July, join us every Tuesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Tune in to the NCERT Events YouTube channel and be a part of the future of education. Welcome back. As you've just seen in the video that the officially programmed, this particular program kicked off on Monday, that is 3rd of June. Over the course of next 2 months, from June 3rd till 31st of July, we'll be running this 20-hour program. It's divided into 2 parts. First, a mandatory segment for all the teachers regardless of their subject. And second, specialized techniques for integrating subjects into the curriculum. The sessions will be followed by assignments after each technical session, which the educators would have to complete using their Adobe Express education accounts. Additionally, participants will engage in online quizzes during their training to assess their understanding. Now, please get ready to ignite your creativity with Adobe Express as we embark on an exciting journey. Today, we are joined by 2 experts, and let me please introduce you to Ms. Jasmeet Kaur Kang. Ma'am, a very warm welcome.
Thank you.
Along with her, we have one more expert, and she is Ms. Meenakshi Oberoi. Ma'am, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Both are from Adobe India, And we have Ms. Jasmeet Kaur Kang. Let me please introduce her to all of you. She is an education evangelist with Adobe India, and she leads K-12 professional development activities and thought leadership for Adobe Express to build a community of Adobe creative education in India. And let me please introduce Meenakshi ma'am to you as well. Meenakshi ma'am is Adobe Creative Educator and has worked extensively in building capacity of teachers in Adobe tools like Adobe Express and many more. And she brings a wealth of experience and expertise, ensuring that educators can leverage these tools effectively to enhance their teaching and engage students creatively. So I once again welcome both the experts to our studio.
Thank you.
So I would like to begin this program, and I would like to ask Ms. Kaur here. Ma'am, would you like to take us through the welcome kit that's shared with all the registered participants?
Yeah, definitely. So all of you might have received a welcome kit. All the registered participants, I would say, would have received 2 emails from our end. The first email gives you a glimpse of what the program is about. So it talks about the program schedule and also takes you to the web page that we have created for you all, which has all the relevant details of the program. You can use this particular document to sort of see and check out what are the various sessions you would want to attend, depending on your subject areas as well, because the part B is included there as well. The second email that you might have received from Adobe Express is a login to Adobe Express email. So that is an email that talks about how you can log into your accounts using your email IDs and passwords, the ones that you are registered us with. So you should definitely take a look at the emails that have been sent to you on your email addresses. And yeah, just go through the process and log into Adobe Express to create these beautiful things along with us. All right, so I think we can now take a look at a video which talks about introduction to Adobe Express so that you can take a glimpse of what Adobe Express is.
Welcome back. So now everyone has a brief idea, ma'am, about what Adobe Express is all about. So here I would like to ask you that we know that Adobe Express is a software and it creates a lot of things. So would you like to give us more details regarding that?
Sure, yeah. So I think by now you all know that Adobe Express is a digital creativity software that allows you all to create educational infographics, web pages, videos, worksheets, lesson plans and projects, but also it sort of develops skill, visual thinking, persuasive communication that will also give them an edge in the classroom. So even the students and the educators can sort of both make use of Adobe Express and create all of these beautiful, beautiful graphics, videos, etc. on Adobe Express. But before we start that, we definitely need to know how do we log in into Express. And for that, as I already shared, we have a guide in which you have proper steps that are mentioned that allows you to take a look at how to log into Adobe Express. But still today, I'll once again share my screen and show you how can we log in into Adobe Express using our email IDs and passwords. I'm going to very quickly sign out from my account because this is how our account looks like once we are on new.express.adobe. If you have logged into Express already, that's well and good. You could click on continue with Google and then you could put in your email ID and password and you will be logged into your Express accounts. But if you're a first-time user, you can simply type in your email address. I'm going to click on continue with Google. And that's where I'll be asked to select an account. So we are in the pilot digital creativity skills account. That's what I need to select upon. I do not need to select personal profile, need to select the first account over here. Once I click on that, it will then take me to the Adobe Express home screen, which says hi and then my name. We have also created a video for you all that we'd love for you to see. So let's have the video please on how you can sign into Adobe Express.
This video depicts the process of logging into your Adobe Express educational accounts. To begin with, please follow the teacher's login guide provided in your welcome kit. In the teacher's login guide, we have depicted 4 steps for you to follow to log into your Adobe Express educational accounts. Kindly remember to use your registered email ID only. On the first page, please click on the Adobe Express link provided. This will take you to the login page of Adobe Express. On the login page, please enter your registered email ID to proceed into your login. Now enter the password linked with your email ID. And click on continue. Upon continuing, you will be given option to choose between 2 profiles. Kindly select the Pilot Digital Creativity Skills profile only. This will take you to your Adobe Express educational account. Your educational account will look something like this. It will welcome you with your name, and on the left panel, you can see the educational resources. Welcome. Now let's begin.
With this, I think all the viewers have now understood how to log in into Adobe Express. And ma'am, now I would request you to please dive a little deeper into animations.
Sure. So today's session is going to be really, really interesting. And I hope all you creators out there are able to create these wonderful, wonderful animations with us. So I'm just going to straight away jump into the world of animation and show you what all we can create on Adobe Express using our Animate from Audio feature. So as you can all see on my screen, we have the Animate from Audio feature right on the home screen. But if you really want to deep dive and see where else we can find Animate from Audio, there are 2 places to go. The first is on the left hand side. You go to quick actions and then there you'll find the second option, Animate from Audio. Or you could also write Animate and you will see the option Animate from Audio over here. You could either click on this or you could click directly on this particular earth icon that you see which says record directly over here as well. I'm going to actually take the second path, which is basically in our quick actions. And now I'm going to click here on Animate from Audio. So you can pick from a wide range of characters you can see. You can become an animated unicorn, fox, robot, and many more. You can try people, you can try costume characters, animals, classrooms, emojis, etc. And once you have tried or picked your favorite character, you can add your voice to your animations as well. I'm going to show you a couple of characters over here. So as you can see, when I click on the all button, it shows us all the characters that are available over here. I think there are about 100 of them. And then if you just scroll to various categories that you see, so there is all people category, which I can click and choose from. Then there is, I would say, young people, professional people, costume characters. Let's take a look at it. So you can see there is a bandit. There's also a ninja. There is somebody called Blaze. There's a Fred who looks like he's on a space mission. There's a sticky character, which is like a sad little character that wants to like maybe do a very fun animation. So we're going to do that with him. And then we have Skeleton. We have a Headless Horseman. So all of these very, very cute characters you could find in here. I'm going to go ahead and look out for more characters. So I'm going to take a look at the animals. You can see how cute these animals are. There is Casey, there's a Jordan, there's a Hopscotch, there's a Finn. And if you scroll right at the top, there's my favorite, which is Truffles. I love this little bunny. And then if I scroll further down, you will see there are some food characters as well. So there's a cupcake, there's candy, carrot, pumpkin, etc. There is classroom characters, which are a big hit amongst our educators and students. Whenever they want to create any classroom presentations, they would use these characters and sort of animate them and add their voice into these characters. And then I'm going to go to the last ones as well, the sports character, which are a couple of balls. You can see there's footy, there's football, there's a basketball and a baseball as well. And finally, there are some emojis as well. So you saw a variety of characters available on your Animate from Audio option. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to pick up, let's say, from one of these creatures maybe, where I'll find something really, really nice. Probably I'll just pick up the moon. Let's say I'm going to go ahead with the moon, or probably Saturn or sun. Yeah, sun it is. It looks really, really nice. Now, once I have picked up my character, on the bottom you can see there's a scale in which you can enlarge the character or make it smaller. So you can do it right from the bottom. As you can see, I'm just placing it to probably 108 or a 10. And then the next part would be a very interesting one, where I can click on the background option and I can upload either an image or a background that I already have on my device, or I can choose from this category of backgrounds that I mentioned here. So again, just like our characters, there is a wide variety of backgrounds as well. There's new backgrounds that you can look for. There is color and transparent, so which is basically you could pick a custom color for your sun. So you can say, I want to have a pink background or a dark like orange background, whatever kind of background you would want to have, or you could have like a transparent background as well. And if I choose, let's say, another one, there are seasons, city, classroom, desert, indoors, outer space. This is a really interesting one. A lot of our students love it. So there's clouds, there's Mars, there's planet and space as well, the one that was previously on the animation. And then there are seascapes, sports, play, etc. I'm going to actually go for one of the classroom backgrounds for this. So you can see in the classroom backgrounds, there's Genius chalkboard, there's whiteboard, desk, easel, school, etc. and even about me. So this is such a cute thing. You can just talk, you can pick up a character and then you can talk about, hello, my name is this is who I am. So this is a great activity also for introducing yourself to your class, or your students introducing themselves to you. And then you could pick up the size. I'm actually going to stick to this one. And now I'm going to go to the size option, where I can actually just pick up what is the kind of size I would want to have of my animation. So this one looks really nice, which is like a landscape one, because it gives me the glimpse of everything that I need to speak in this Animate from Audio video. So I could say, hello, my name is this. This year I'm looking forward to learning about ... So these are all the things that you could fill in yourselves. And over here, you can resize it to any particular custom size, or you could pick up from these predefined sizes as well. Now, I think let's not wait anymore and start the recording process. So we have the character, which is our son. We have the background, which is where I'm going to introduce myself to the classroom. And in here, I have the size option where I can choose what kind of size I would want to. And now I'm going to press the record button, and as you can all see, you can record your character's dialogue from here. So you could record your voice, or if you have a recording, pre-recorded something, you could click on the browse button and upload that audio as well. And the other thing is you have to be careful that your file is an MP3, AIF, WAV and MP4 file only, and you could record up to 2 minutes and 1 GB max per upload. So that's about it. This is the information I wanted to share, and now I'm very, very excited to start recording my voice into this character so that you all can see how beautifully the sun would get animated and would start speaking on itself. So now I'm going to press the record button. Hello, my name is Sun. This year I'm looking forward to learning more about Adobe Express. My favorite time of the day is morning. I want to tell you all that my favorite food is pizza, and someday I hope to be able to learn and teach Adobe Express to my juniors as well. So once I recorded my audio into this Animate from audio feature, I will then simply press the done button that I just pressed, and then it will take a couple of seconds to generate your audio. And as you can all see on the top right, there are so many beautiful custom animations coming in that says hang in tight, just generating your preview. So you have to sort of wait for a couple of seconds for it to generate your preview, because it will do the lip sync for you. It will compute the sun's head movements. It will also compute the hand movements, hand gestures, etc. And once all of that is done, your video and your audio would be amalgamated and it would be exported into a video format that we are going to just see in a couple of seconds. Aren't you all excited? Are you excited, Tanvi?
I'm very excited, ma'am. This is so fun, and if I'll get 100 options to choose from, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, I know. Our students also, and our educators especially, when they're teaching their students about different elements, different subject areas, they love creating such videos. So now that I have my video and I can see it almost is ready, I'm going to play this for you all for you to see how this has come out to be. So let me just click on the play button right away. Hello, my name is Sun. This year, I'm looking forward to learning more about Adobe Express. My favorite time of the day is morning. I want to tell you all that my favorite food is pizza, and someday I hope to be able to learn and teach Adobe Express to my juniors as well. So that was our video, a 30-second video that I just recorded. The character that I picked, the voice that I put in, and now the animations, how beautifully all of that has come out to be, you can all see. And this is how simple it is for you all to create an Animate from audio project. Use it in your classroom, use it with your students, use it to create these various visual learning projects that you want to create with your students. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun along with this learning process as well. So I think that's about it. We are going to now watch a video very quickly so that we can now go through the process of how do we create Animate from audio projects from the scratch. So if you have missed out on any part, please do watch the video carefully. So that was our video educators, and I hope you would all also love to create such videos, which is why we are now showing the Padlet code for you all to upload your creations that you have created on Animate from Audio, and we would love to see your creations as well. Just like the last time how you uploaded your generative AI images, and trust me, it was so wonderful to see so many creations coming in, and I hope you saw your fellow educator creations as well. So we would love to see your Animate from Audio videos as well. So don't forget to record these Animate from Audio videos, download them and share it with us using the Padlet. I'm just going to very quickly go to the Padlet and show you all how you can actually upload a video on the Padlet. So on my screen, as you can see, we have our Padlet in here, where you will be able to see all the creations. We have the QR code right up, so you could take a picture of that very quickly and you can save that picture. And even if you're not creating a video right now, but you want to do it at ease later on, you could just scan the code and then upload the video on this particular Padlet that will be opened using this QR code. Do not forget to share your Animate from Audio creations with us, because we're going to love watching whatever you guys are creating along with us, right? So I'm also going to very quickly show you a couple of creations now on my screen as well, so that you can all see the kind of creations that have been that you all have been sending us. So I think I'm just going to jump to the generative AI part. There were some creations that had already come in to us during the session, and we love to see that. But now, as you can all see, there are more creations that have come in. I really loved this project that you all can see. It's coming up. It is basically a generative AI picture made with Adobe Express, and as you can see, the teacher has beautifully written that creativity made effortless, brilliance brought to life. Thank you so much for this beautiful, beautiful image. This is lovely. If I scroll further down, you can all see that there are so many interesting things and pictures that have been creating, that the teachers have been creating. And right now, I'm just going to scroll right at the bottom so that I can show you all how you're going to upload your Animate from Audio creations also for us. So when you click on the plus button, you will be able to click on this button that says upload. So whatever file you have created, just download that and then upload it over here. And then once you have, just give it a subject. So let's say Jasmeet's Animate from Audio project. And once you have typed that, just click on the publish button. So that's what you need to do to create your Animate from Audio projects and upload them on the Padlet. Thank you so much for sending in all your creations. We are loving your creations, and we would love to see more of your creations from today's session as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. These animations are exquisite, and I'm sure you'll be getting much, much more in number from all our educators, and they'll be definitely doing a brilliant job using Adobe Express. So thank you once again. Now, let's move a little ahead and see, is there something that we can do with Animate from Audio in our subjects? So here I would request Meenakshi ma'am. Ma'am, are there any subject-specific videos that one can create, or is there a way that educators and students can make use of Animate from the Audio in their daily subject routines? Would you like to shed some light on that?
Absolutely. So while we are looking at so many characters in front of us, I think us as teachers just have some ideas that, I think I can use this character over there. So I'm going to take a slow and pragmatic approach and take you through some of these characters to see what can happen. But before that, I have to re-emphasize what Jasmeet just said. Animation just about, is a beautiful visual representation. It increases exponentially the kind of engagement that you can have. Imagine if I were just sitting and talking to you without any expression, with just a straight face. Or I could be talking to you like this, moving around a little bit and making it more interesting, right? You see the difference immediately, and you know what animations are. You know what Walt Disney said? He said that if man can imagine it in his mind, he can actually conceive it with animation. So what I'm trying to talk about is bringing out the quietest of the voices and also the best of the understanding which students normally wouldn't share. Not everybody is a writer, or not everybody can actually play with words to write it beautifully. And let's accept there are different learning styles in our classroom. Therefore, to cater to all, we must be able to offer them various ways to showcase and convey their understanding. Allow me to share my screen and show you these characters and show you where am I going to use these characters. So here's my box which allows me to take a look at all the characters. As Jasmeet said, I'm going to go to each of these one by one and talk to you about these characters. Now you see over here, there are so many human characters. You want to talk like a baby, or you want to talk like an adult. Or I could actually talk about a human life cycle and use all these characters in my story. I also have various people from various states and countries. So you have characters which belong to various places. You could actually pick up those to build a story around that. Or you have pets as well. So while you're doing your units on family, you can actually, or even community, you could actually use all these characters so very easily. I love the way we've been spoiled for choice. Like Tanvi also said, hundreds of them to choose from. I'm sure, it'll be not only difficult, but this will actually trigger a thought process among students to choose a character carefully. Choosing a character is an art. And while we choose our characters carefully, we must have a story in mind. Whether it is about people, just the way I just talked to you about it, or it is about any particular piece, like let's say, I'm going to go for professional people. Now in the early years, we do community helpers. You could actually pick up that unit and these characters could talk and convey your thoughts. Or you could look at different professions, careers. You could even look at accessibility or inclusiveness as one of the charters and make this a character to talk to others. So you could be choosing any of these characters to talk. Let's say I want to sensitize my students because there is a new child coming into my class who's on wheelchair, and not for long, but currently this child is on wheelchair. What about telling the story of a character from here and taking it to say the story of Pat, who's actually in wheelchair? Let me try and record here just about a piece, but what I would want to do is I would want to change the background here. I want to bring a nice and bright background so that it doesn't look gloomy. It can't be in the sky, right? So let me try and pick up a nice backdrop for Pat so that Pat can actually tell his story really nicely and quickly. Yeah. So you could be choosing any of these. What I would like to do is, try and match somewhere. Try and match the kind of surroundings or bring in a beautiful color so that there is happiness all around and there are bright colors while Pat tells his story or shares his voice. Hey, that'll be nice, putting him on the spot, right? So here you go. I'm going to hit the record button. It's going to give me 3, 2, 1, and then I'll be able to record what I have to say. Hi everyone, my name is Pat. I know you all are looking at me and thinking, oh goodness, he can't walk. But don't worry, this is only for a few days. So would you please be kind to me for the next few days? And done. Now as this character talks, we can actually bring in an element of empathy in our classroom while students are in conditions that are beyond them, and also be very inclusive by nature. Now this was one of the things that you could do with your students, and within seconds you will see all of this, what I have spoken about this character is just getting computed, and you can see that the screen is not blank. It keeps you engaged. Do you see that little character floating right on top? Otherwise I would just be watching the blue line. So you see the role of animation is right in front of your eyes over here. Yeah, while you wait, there are these interesting things happening on the screen and you are brewing another story in your mind using those characters also. That's what we all do as humans, and it is ready. Let's hear this. Hi everyone, my name is Pat. I know you all are looking at me and thinking, oh goodness, he can't walk. But don't worry, this is only for a few days. So would you please be kind to me for the next few days? There you go. What a beautiful story told so simply. All I need to do is simply just download it and it is ready to be shared wherever you want to. Let me show you a few more characters which are going to be absolutely interesting. Animals. Oh, I can't think about anything other than animal habitats or stories about animals. Or even, give students some interesting characters here to guess. Maybe they're not even there in your country and they're somewhere else or probably under the sea. Oh my God, is that even real? I don't know. And my students could be finding out. Inquiry questions are very important. Any kind of questions that can pique students' interest in what they are doing or reading or studying is something that is absolutely amazing. So I'm just adjusting this character. Next, look for a background, and that's about it. You are ready to go ahead and give over here a beautiful, animal for students to explore. Why even give blue color? You could give anything as a background, and look, there are bubbles around. So that looks quite cute. Imagine a unicorn fish. Really, could it be possible? Like I said, if you can conceive it in your mind, you can definitely make it. Going back to the characters, there are others as well. While, we were at food, however many times we are able to tell our students to be mindful about junk food or, eating healthy, there is nothing like a character or a box of popcorn saying, what is it that I'm made up of? And the students already know, oh my God, seriously? All of this goes into making a popcorn? I would definitely keep away or at least keep myself within limits. Yeah, so look at that. You could actually change any which way that you want, any background that you're looking at, and make a beautiful one for popcorn to talk. Similarly, there are other characters here that you could create. Classrooms are a place, like Jasmeet said, these are very popular. And sometimes teachers want to convey their message very subtly to students. Why not using probably a notebook? And I want to inculcate good habits in my students. So all I'm going to do is convey it through this notebook page. Hi, I'm a page in your notebook. I love staying neat, but when you write on me, it just fills me up and gives me beautiful words. But do remember, I like to stay neat, clean and not crumply. Do take care when you use me. That's it. Look, so simply, you've been able to inculcate good habits and practices the way students should be using these books and not dirtying their notebooks and using the page very, very carefully. And also inviting students to write on those pages rather than leaving those pages blank. So all the value education that you want to convey, this is a great medium, because these characters actually have a beautiful impact on the minds of the students, and they can learn and understand things so much more easily with these characters as they become mascots of our messages. It's beautiful to see that we've been able to create a great message in just about seconds. There you go. Look, it's ready. Hi, I'm a page in your notebook. I love staying neat, but when you write on me, it just fills me up and gives me beautiful words. But do remember, I like to stay neat, clean and not crumply. Do take care when you use me. There you go. It's ready. So Tanvi, are you filled with ideas now to create more?
Absolutely, ma'am. And the options you have given, they are so interesting and amazing. And now I have understood that how one can use and even apply our knowledge of Animate from IDEO in our specific subjects as well. So with this, this was definitely amazing. But, mistrust me, can you also let me know that if we can maybe edit these videos, is it possible? And that we're creating, or we could download these videos. You just showed that we can download these videos and we can use them as an educator. Can one use them in their classrooms for the students easily?
Yeah, I think absolutely yes. The answer to that is yes. And then I'm just going to very quickly actually show you all how can we use these videos, actually just download the raw video and use it, or we could open it up in our editors and we could use it then. So on my screen, as you all can see, I have the same project that I had created, which was our Animate from audio project on the sun, right? So this is my screen where the sun is. Now, if you click on the first button, which is the download button, your raw video gets downloaded in an MP4 format, and you see it gets saved on your device in your downloads folder. As you can see, it says sun and it's a 5.9 MB file, and you could just simply open it up from here and sort of look at it. The other thing that you could do with this is open this entire video in an editor. So if I click on that button, it will start generating a preview for me, which is like a video preview, where I will see that my sun is now included along with all of these elements that you can see over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size of my canvas over here, and I'm going to show you all. If let's say this was a plain video which did not have, let's say, a lot of content, or now that the content is here and whatever I spoke about, I also want to write that over here. How can I do that? So as you can see, this is like a video scene. If I play it, my the same audio gets
Hello,
played.
my name is Sun.
I'm going to pause it, and now you can see this is how the entire thing is moving. And if I click and keep moving over here, you will see if I keep moving this bar, my sun keeps on talking about various elements. Now let's say I want to add elements to this year. I'm looking forward to learning more about. I said I want to learn more about Adobe Express. Let's add that in over here. So on the left, you all are by now accustomed to all the elements, all the text area, all the media elements that are there on Express. And as you can see, I've just gone to the text part. In this, you will be able to see that I can very simply click on add your text button, and I can say learning more about Adobe Express, as I was telling you all. Let's just very quickly press the backspace button and just type Adobe Express. Now, once I have that, what I could also do is increase or decrease the size. Remember last time I was telling you how we could just simply drag and drop and put it here. And now I want to also sort of align this particular text that I have written to the same text that I see at the top. So probably I'll choose like a different font scheme that sort of matches this one. So I could pick up from these various fonts that are available on Adobe Express. And let's say if I want to keep it like more, I would say italics sort of font, let me pick up very simple one from here. Let's actually go for this one, which is this Courier Prime. And what I'm also going to do is decrease size a bit. And now what I'll do is actually just from in here, regular option, I would make it bold plus italic. So now you can see this is where my texts come in. Similarly, you remember I said my favorite food is pizza. So I'm going to bring in one more text box, or I could duplicate this text box also, and I could add just pizza in this, double click and change the text in it. So I could just double click and then I could write in whatever text I want to. Similarly, if I scroll down, my favorite time of the day is, this is something that I can edit again. Or let's say this time I don't want to write anything, but I want to present it in a format which is more visual. So my favorite time of the day is, I said morning. So I'm going to bring in an element of morning. Let's see if there are any assets of the morning time. If no, then I'll probably bring in a picture. So it says, yeah, it does have some morning elements. And I think this kind of a sun is always something that depicts the morning, or probably a cup of coffee as well. So I'm just going to put this here. And now I'm going to place this, I have just moved this entire element. So I'm going to pick this element right from here. And I'm going to drag and drop it here. So you can see how easily I have just shown in my favorite time of the day, which is a cup of coffee right in the morning. And someday I hope to be able to teach Adobe Express to my kids. Not sure how to like sort of do that over here, but I can just write it again. So I can click this element and duplicate this text from here and then just edit it. So maybe teach Adobe Express, that's what I'm going to write. And now I'm going to scroll this entire thing and bring it right at the bottom so that you can see it sort of fits in your text box. So that is how easy it is to work on an already created video. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play this for you, or probably let's just download it once again and then see how it has come out to be the final video. So you'll see in the final video, Adobe Express and all these text elements and even the cup of coffee that we have added, all of that comes in our final video. And remember, just like the last time, that you can always change all the colors that you're adding in. So for example, if I want to add another color to my text, I could click on the fill option and I could search for a custom color, or I could choose from one color that is existing on my Adobe Express canvas right now. So probably if I want to have like orange color on Teach Adobe Express, I could just scroll through and do that. Similarly, I could pick any color from here as well, and that sort of applies to the entire canvas. I'm going to move back to black itself. So you saw in this element also in my Animate from audio video, what I did was I included my text elements, my elements over here that was a cup of coffee. And if I want, I could also add like media elements. So I could add a photo in here, or I could add more things to it. As you can see, we have options to add scenes, and that's something we're going to cover next. But till then, hold on and learn how to add different elements to your already existing video. Now, once you have done this, I would also want to remind you that always it is easier for you to share anything using the publish to web option. So remember, when we are creating videos, because these videos are of much larger size, so it is always a good thing that you publish your creations to the web and then you upload these creations, or basically not upload these creations, but instead use the link that is generated from these creations and share that link with anybody. So for example, when I click on the share button right here, just allow me a second. Sometimes when the internet is a bit tricky, teachers, you might also feel that this is happening to you. Sometimes I saw it in the YouTube chat box as well. Some teachers were saying that the share button is not working. So then there's a case that it might not work. But then in that case, you could always just refresh your canvases and you could try it all over again. So once you do that, then you will be able to very quickly just click on the share button and publish your creations to the web. I'm just going to try this once again. So yeah, there you go. You can see now I can click on publish to web and I could create a link for it online. So Animate from audio project, I'm going to name this as Sun, and then I'm going to click on publish link. So it is going to publish my design, and the link that gets generated, that is the link I can share with my friends, with my students, with my fellow educators, with anybody who I want to share this video with. Even if that person has Adobe Express or not, you will be able to show this particular video to anybody using this link that is getting generated now. So I hope this was useful and you were able to sort of work through the Animate from audio feature, and you're now ready to create your animations from the scratch. All right.
This was not just helpful, this was much more than that, and now we know that from color to putting images and even the text we can edit from an already done video. Okay, so I have already started using Adobe Express since last time, and now I'm going to try how to animate from audio as well from this session onwards.
Sure.
Here, ma'am, we have received certain questions in our chat boxes, so I would like to ask, may I?
Sure, yeah.
We have a viewer, Surbhi Single, and she's asking, I'm not getting the scroll bar whenever I increase the size of the template. So how to get the scroll bar? Would you like to explain?
Sure. So as you can all see on my screen, I am on my Animate from audio project, and a lot of times what happens is when we are maximizing the size of our canvases, so for example, let's say I'm putting it to 100, not just 100, 150. So now you see it's gone way too big. What I need to do is, you'll probably not get a scroll back, but you can use your whatever, if you're using, I would say, a stationary device, and if you're using a mouse, you could use the scroller to sort of scroll it up and down. So that's what you can do. And similarly, I think when you create a worksheet, let's try with one of the worksheets as well that I created previously. Let me just go back to your stuff, or I'll just open a one very quickly from here. This was my worksheet that I was creating, I think, in one of our previous sessions. So if I have just, I'm just putting it to 100. Now again, as you can all see, a scroll bar does not appear on the right? But what I can do is I can simply scroll up and down using either my scroller that I have on the mouse, or I can use my 2 fingers to scroll on the keypad. Or another simple option for you all is, if on your keypad you see there are arrows, right? Top and down arrow. So if you click on those arrows also, you will be able to move your creations as well. So try those options, and I hope that works out well for you.
I really think that the viewer Surbhi has got the answer that she's looking forward to. Thank you so much, ma'am, again. And I don't think that this is it with the animation. There has to be a lot more. So I would request Meenakshi ma'am here. Ma'am, would you like to share more? What else can we discuss on animations?
Absolutely. So while, Jasmeet was taking us through the piece, it was very exciting to see how ideas keep popping up in your mind. I'd started 2 projects. I'd started a project on book, and as well as on, one of these pieces that I started with PAT into inclusivity. So let me take one of those examples only and build my story about it. So imagine there is a character that just appears and it starts talking to you. It doesn't happen like that. With students, we need context. Even we need context in our life. I just can't start talking to you about something. So in animation, there are beautiful elements which and text that you can add over here to enrich what you're making. So it's not just recording your voice and making a video. No, the story is much deeper than that. I'm going to share my screen and I'll walk you through what is it that I would do if I had that page was talking to me out of my notebook. Okay, so here on my screen, I've just taken a blank screen here, and I've taken a light blue color because when I click on, okay, this is another thing. I'm just going to deviate a little bit, but this is another thing that you could do. This is your timeline. Now you don't need to see this timeline all the time. So what you could do is, there's this little arrow here in the center of the screen. Click on it and it goes down. Now when this, click on this and it goes down, right? Now what you're doing is, you have your entire screen and you have much larger canvas to work upon. Yeah. Now, while Jasmeet was talking to you, I was also at work. I have already brought my animated character here. Now I've changed the size. This is a presentation size so that I don't have to resize it later. I pre-planned. Here, what I've done is I brought in my animation. Let me just take it away and show you how. So I've made 2 scenes here. One scene is completely blank. The other scene is where I want that character to come in, which I created. So on the left side menu, I have media available here. I'll go to media and upload it from my device. Remember, I had downloaded it. Here you go. My notebook page is over here. And now this page has come. It is sitting in the center of the page. Now if I want, I can either put it on one side or plan my screen. Like I said, it's a story that you're trying to tell. Therefore, planning is one of the most important parts of making an animation. Now while I've created this character, where did this character come from? Obviously a notebook, right? So I'm going to go to the first scene and I want to introduce a notebook. For that, on the left side menu, take a look at elements. Under elements, I will simply just go and type notebook, right? Now, I'll not get any notebook in shapes. So I have to stay either on design assets or go to icons. Over here, you will have so many options in these design assets that you can pick up any notebook that you would like to. I think this pretty much matches with what my background is, because if you remember, I'm trying to match the color also here. If you see over here, my character has a pink heart. So a pink notebook is something that will do well. Yeah. So on my first scene, here's my notebook. I'm going to make it bigger and introduce the notebook first. Now while I introduce this notebook, I put it in the center of my screen. How do I know? Now do you see this plus sign with these pink lines? This is what helps you put in the right in the middle of the sheet. Now I put it here. Now over here I will start writing something because it's a blank notebook. So I'm going to take the text and I'm going to bring in text over here and write Meenakshi's notebook, right? So I'm going to bring this in because I need to fit in my name, and you can see it's pretty longish. I'm going to tilt it a little bit so that it looks like my name and my notebook, right? So now I'm going to select both the elements here, notebook and this text, and I can actually group it together so that they stay together when I have to move them on the screen, right? So my name is right here, and I don't need to tell you, but you know that I already can play around with this text, change the font and all. For now, I'm just letting it be, right? So here you go. Here's the cover. So this is where my story starts. Now the story should start with some kind of element, right? I'm going to go for media now. I've already put an element, therefore I'm going to take media and I will go to audio here. Yes, one of the ways is that you use Animate from audio as an option. The other one is here you don't need a lip sync. All you need is just an introduction. What you could do is record a voiceover. I'm going to use this option now and I will say 3, 2, 1 and it'll start, right? Hello everyone, I'm a notebook. I'm here to meet you. I'm going to keep it a little short. Now do you see this has become longer than my scene over here? Not a problem. You can simply just drag it from here and now your scene and your voice are going to finish at the same time. You want to try it? Let's see. Hello everyone, I'm a notebook. I'm here to meet you. Hi, I'm a page in your notebook. Now it makes sense because both of them have some connection as to what we are trying to make, right? So what I'm going to do is now, this is already, grouped. I'm going to pick this up, bring it here because we need to actually repeat these elements. I just can't leave it on the first scene. So I'll put it here and I will pick up an arrow from here. So let me look for an arrow, a nice arrow. Probably this time I'm going to go for an icon of an arrow. There's this nice twisted little arrow that I had seen before. I'm just going to go ahead and pick that. There are others as well over here. You can pick up charts, icons as you like it, right? So I'm just going to go here and pick up one of the arrows here and here you go. I have my arrow here. I could twist it and bring it here and change the color if you'd like to and pick up this pink as your color. There you go. Now you see how color coordinated it looks and it's ready. I hope this entire story now makes sense and it looks like a beautiful run for you.
It makes total sense, ma'am. And can I ask here, did you add like 2 videos in one single frame?
Oh yes, I did that. Great catch, Tanvi, I must say. Now this is one video and this is another one. This one I made right in front of you. And this one is what I had created earlier. But you will not feel it. Look how smoothly this runs. Hello everyone, I'm a notebook. I'm here. Sorry, I'm just going to run it again like a video so that you see it like a video.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm a notebook. I'm here to meet you. Hi, I'm a page in your notebook. I love staying neat, but when you write on me, it just fills me up and gives me. You see how smooth that transitioning was?
Yes.
That's how it works.
Absolutely. And I asked this because one of our viewers has asked the same question.
Yeah.
Can we create 2 videos in one single video? So you've already answered that question.
Yeah.
And ma'am, I would like to know something else here as well. Can we also create videos from the scratch or can we create subject specific videos using Adobe Express?
Of course, absolutely we can do that. And as we have been talking about how beautifully this sort of blends into your subjects as well. So this time, I think the next section, the next 15 minutes, we're going to spend on how you can start creating videos from the scratch and how you can actually create your subject specific videos. So to do that, of course, you have your home screens, and as always, I'm going to tell you where to go to your home screen from. So if you click on the Adobe Express icon, you will be able to see that you go on your home screen as soon as you press the Adobe Express icon, right? And once you do that, you have an option of make a video from the scratch. So you click on this orange bar, this orange particular tile that you see on your home screens, and then you will see on the left, you have some templates that open up for the video creation. So if you scroll through and if you like any of these templates, you could actually just start working on them directly, or you could click on the media options and you have a lot of stock Adobe stock videos. Now in here, I'm going to search for a specific video for today related to one of the subject areas, and this was something that I really like, and it was really simple. So I'm going to just type in here the topic that I'm going to pick for today, and the video that I'm going to help you create or help you sort of transform into like an educational video. So I'm going to pick this video of germination, which is basically talking about the germination process. And if I click on the play button, you can see how beautifully it sort of creates into like sort of a plant. And as you can see, it sort of talks about the entire process first together and then one by one. So this is like an entire video that has all the elements inside it. Now, by now, you already know that we can do so many things to this video, right? We can add text, we can add more elements, we could make it more colorful, we could even like make the video a little small and have the background color, etc., etc. And Meenakshi just taught us we could add more scenes to it. So if it was a chapter of various topics, I could add the next topic in here as in another scene here, right? So I could keep adding on to that. But for today, what I'm going to do is, because we've already done this process, I'm just going to keep it very short, very simple. And I'm going to say that if I want to make this particular video a video that talks about a specific topic, what I'll do is I'll actually just push through one. What I'm going to do is add a scene. So I just dragged and dropped the scene that I added at the front, and in here I'm going to add a very simple, I would say, heading or a title, and I'm going to choose actually from one of these titles or a headline title that you see in here. I'm just going to maybe, or let's just do one from the scratch, and I'm going to see right here, process of germination. And once I have this, I'm going to also sort of make sure that I make it a little more fun and creative, and probably just have it a bit more enlarged so that it is clear to the eye. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to fill it with another color, which I'm going to pick from my from my fill colors, and I'm going to go for like a darker shade of green here, and that's about it. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do an outline thickness, and I'm going to say the outline should be of probably white color. So let's see how that comes out, or maybe black color. Let's see how that comes out in here. So you can see my dark green text has like a black outline, or if I think white would make more sense, I could do that as well, or any other color that you choose. I'm also going to go for some text effects. So probably I'm just going to make sure that I apply one of these. So probably I'll go for a leafy text effect, maybe that, or I could just let go of this one and instead just apply one shadow to it to make it more enhanced. So you can see these are all the shadow options that I have. So I'm just adding this right at the start. It gives sort of a nice effect to my video. So that's my first part, which is for about 5 seconds. I'm going to cut it short down to 3 seconds probably. And then you see when I play the video and bring my slider to the back, it sort of plays first this and then it sort of goes to the video. And in here as well, remember the last time we were talking about how we could animate or bring animations to our text. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to give one small animation effect to this, probably like a drift effect, which says process of germination. And then in here, in my process of germination, I'm going to start adding text to my this entire process. So I could keep adding like these are the roots or these are the leaves, etc., etc. Just give me a second while I pull in the text box. So it says add your new text. I'm going to label this as a leaf, and I'm going to just make it a little more smaller. I hope you can all see my canvas because this time I have not enlarged my canvas. So that's a leaf that I want to bring over here at this point. And then if I scroll further, I'm just going to make sure that this particular leaf element comes in at the perfect time when I actually want it. So that's something that I could do. I could actually just break this into scenes as well. So in the video process, you will see that you are able to make, you are able to actually do a lot of things. So you could show layer timing, you could split this video into different sections and then put in various text on the sections that you would want to. Also another thing that you could do is you could delete an entire scene, or you could duplicate this scene and have like similar scenes and then sort of cut short them into different sections. So that's how you possibly like create a new video from the scratch. You can pick up from your templates, or you choose one from the media options, and if you like something from the video, all the videos that are available in here, you can actually just edit that video and make sure to sort of create a new video from it. So yeah, you can try that. And I think with that, we can also sort of go through one very quick video about how we can create videos on Adobe Express. So we're going to move forward and look to the video that we have created for you all. If you have missed out on any part, please make sure you look at the video carefully so that you can see a video on creating videos on Adobe Express. Thank you.
And I would like to ask Meenakshi ma'am here. Ma'am, would you like to show us that if the character you have created, if there's any text you can add to it, or you can add more things to add?
Wonderful. So yes, you can add so much. In fact, you know, the best part is when we are creating, there are many places and spaces where we are not sure and we want to undo certain things. So allow me, Tanvi, to show you, and also I can collaborate. I love the idea that, you know, Jasmeet was working on germination. What an interesting topic. I would love to pick up from there and take it onwards. So I'll share my screen now and I'll show you if Jasmeet were coordinating or collaborating with me, what would happen. Now this is my screen. Do you see I have the same video? But how do I have this? I have this because Jasmeet had shared with me. And now you'll ask me, how will you share? That is right here, over here. There is a button and you can collaborate along with. And look over here. Now Jasmeet had shared this with me earlier and therefore I can collaborate with her. Answering your question, here are your texts. There are so many options over here. You know, sometimes you don't know what font to use, what styles to use for text, and you want to write in a very stylish way. And let's say we also want to add some text or paragraph to it. Look, there are such beautiful layouts over here. Simply just bring it here and start editing this text as you like it. Yeah. I hope I've been able to answer your question. And if you don't like what you have done, on your top panel over here, you have undo button and you could simply just remove that text as you want. There are a couple of buttons over here. This button actually helps you see that, you know, you could take a tour of this entire piece. For example, right now Jasmeet and I are taking you on a tour. But while you are doing it on your own, you might want to learn by yourself. You could simply click on Tour the Editor and it will take you, and you can keep on clicking on Next Steps and it will tell you what the next steps are. I hope, Tanvi, that was helpful.
Absolutely, ma'am. That was helpful, and I'm sure the educators, they have a lot of questions and they're writing it down in the chat box. So with that, we also have a video here where we can understand how to create a video on Adobe Express, and with this video, we'll be understanding it better. So let's have a look.
Videos have been a staple in our classrooms. Ever since I remember, I think we would want to make our classroom teaching learning more interesting using videos. So what is it that I can use this video for? When we start making with a blank canvas, we start thinking about scenarios where I could take it. You could be doing anything with it. You could be making probably an instructional video, just the way I made it with the notebook. I don't have to tell my students. I can actually use flipped learning and use this video to be sent home so that the message is not only just going to the child, but the parents also know that this is a practice that I would like to inculcate. Similarly, I could even have a step-by-step video. You know, especially math classes, students get stuck at different spaces. So if you were recording this, or you were making a step-by-step video, the students can revisit that video, and that's like a recap, and they could actually understand it better. Coming to students, and of course, before I go to students, all our teachers make videos and put them on YouTube. Wouldn't you like to use this tool? It's so beautiful. It gives you animation, it gives you words, it gives you text, it gives you elements. So whatever you want to say just gets conveyed seamlessly. Alongside that, I think when we come to students, they need a voice. And if they are ready to face a camera just the way I'm facing right now, they could actually be here, talk, and put themselves in that circular background just the way I had put Pat. And they could be talking right into the camera. Students these days are very confident. But at the same time, we do have some students who would literally just shy away from facing the camera, would love to stay behind the scene and tell their story. So to make their thinking visible and to get a little peek into their ideas, thoughts, and information that they're carrying with them, it's a great medium to give them. Let's say you're going on a virtual tour or you're traveling out, just create a very quick video and you could provide your students a virtual tour. Make your students probably a news anchor or an anchor like Tanvi, who doesn't dream of these things, right? This could actually open up so many career opportunities as well for students because they would have actually tried this already, and their confidence, their communication skills, their thinking skills and quickly adapting to the voice and the character would also happen. Wouldn't that be really useful? I just hope this was helpful.
Absolutely helpful, ma'am. Undoubtedly. I would request Jasmeet ma'am to share certain examples of the same that ma'am just said.
Yeah, sure. So I think I have a couple of examples that I've pulled out already, and I would really want to share with you all that these templates, once you have remixed and you have created all of these beautiful creations, of course you could share like the final videos that are like amazing videos that come out in all of these formats. But I would also want to share a couple of examples that I've pulled for all of you so that you can see on my screen how you could edit these examples and how you could actually work around these examples and make use of these videos. So as you can see, I have this particular video about public facilities, or basically how one should conserve water. I'm going to play this video because this one is created on Express. I'm just going to maximize my screen so that you all can see this very easily. So yeah, you just saw that video, and as I told you all that this was created on Express. So now that you see on my screen once again, and I have just opened this particular video on the editor, you can see all the elements that are included in this video. So if I just move through my scroll bar that is here, you will see all the options that I have added, and you can see I've added two scenes in it. The first one is just about the water for about 10 seconds, and the second one talks about let's make a difference together, #water4all. So this was a video that was created some time back on water conservation. Similarly, there's another video that we created on separation of substances. So I'm sort of giving you examples and deep dive into what are the kind of videos that you could create. So if I'm going to just play this video also so that you all can see how very beautifully the text, the video, the pictures, all of that comes into place. So this one does not have a voiceover, but if you want to add a voiceover, you could add your voiceover, as Meenakshi had mentioned earlier, that you could simply click on the audio button and you could start recording your voiceover. So you can see how beautifully and aesthetically this has come out to be. We added elements from video like Adobe stock videos, and then we added these text also inside this video so that it is clear, and the process of sieving is very clear in this entire. So this is a video that talks about separation of substances, and as you can see very clearly, very beautifully and very simply sort of talks about how one can do that and comes in a form of a video. I'm also going to talk about two more videos, very quick videos, 20-second. One is reflection of light. I'm just going to play it for you all. Another example for you to see how you can teach a very complex topic very easily and beautifully. And that was the video on reflection of light. So this was a very quick video, but if you want to, you could also make it like more broader. You could have more elements into it. And there's one final video that I really and absolutely love, which is basically how different musical instruments create sound. So yeah, that was your videos where you very quickly saw that how we can use Adobe Express video creation for creating our informative videos that we want to showcase in our classroom, that we want to share with our students. And even I could ask my students to sort of create these videos and send them out to me and show what have they learned in the entire process that I've taught them, let's say in a week or in a month or any topic that I might have taught them. So that's the process of video creation on Express. I think one last bit that we want to really see right now is one, of course, how to add audio, because that's an important part and that's a piece that also sort of clubs into your video creation. And then finally, how once you've created the entire video, how you can share that video with anybody, your teachers, your fellow students or anybody at all. So yeah, we're going to watch the video on how to add audio and share the final video with our colleagues.
Welcome back, and dear educators, dear teachers, dear school leaders, our IVRS calls are open. So if you want to dial the number and reach out to us for raising any queries, please feel free to do that. Let me just repeat the number. It's 8800 440 559. And of course, you're watching us on our YouTube channel, that is NCERT Events, and we have received a lot of questions here. So before we end this particular program, let me please ask a few questions to both our experts. There is an viewer called Sonu Ranga, and he is asking, is it possible to create a character of our own? Jasmeet ma'am or Meenakshi ma'am, anyone, would you like to answer that?
Go ahead.
So I think that is a request that comes very often, and I have been telling my teachers that's something we are working on, but I'm not sure when that is going to come. But right now, the only option that you have is to pick up a character that already exists in Animate from Audio. So we are working on adding up more characters in the Animate from Audio. So right now you see about 100 characters, but there'll be more that will be coming in. But for now, what you could only do is that you could just, so on my screen, I'm just going to show that once again. So when you go to Animate from Audio and when you say, I want to record a new Animate from Audio, the only characters that you can pick up is from all these characters available on Express. You do not have an option to pick up a brand new character or use your photos as a character as of now. The good part is that in the background, you have an option to upload an image. So that's where you can sort of work around and you can upload a background of your choice instead of the backgrounds that we have provided here. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of teachers use their own classroom backgrounds also while creating these videos. So maybe that is something you could try. So yeah, that was the answer to it. We do not have that option for now, but yeah, you'll all know when we have that.
Okay, so I'm sure the teachers will be waiting for this particular option. And the next question is from Shashi Ramachandran, and he's asking how to get blank canvas.
Oh, that is so simple. So, blank canvas is something on the left hand side on the main menu. You have plus icon. I'll show you my screen actually. Why talk? Let me just show you. Now, over here, you see when I'm on my main page, on this main page over here, you click on the plus icon and then you have this video option. That's one way. The other one is that you have this orange box that says make a video. Now when I click on it, I get a blank canvas. Now that's exactly how you get a blank canvas, and then you can actually go ahead and share your thoughts as you would like it. I would also just want to add one thing very quickly. While I heard you about, animation and, having your own characters. Remember what I did over here? I used a book and I did a voiceover over here. So you could actually use a voiceover. Of course, it will not move or anything, but you can also, what you can do is click over here, go to animations, add a bit of animation if you would like to. Let's say I want this book to move circular or any other animation like Jasmeet showed you. Additionally, I will end it with this book. Now, to make this complete, and it shouldn't be quiet in the background, right? And I don't have anything more to say. Don't worry, there are so many videos that are available here. You could hear them and then add them. I think it's pretty nice and light. I'm just going to add it, but I'm going to take it just in the last scene. So I'm just going to drag this here and bring it over here so that this video ends with a song rather than ending just like that. Now you see over here, it's ending with some music here. Yeah, you can always adjust by sliding it back. There you go. I hope this was nice.
This was super nice, ma'am, and now we know that how to get a blank canvas.
Yeah.
Like you said, this was simple.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have one more question from another viewer, and she is Diganta Kalita, and she's asking, please inform how to add more than one character in the animation video.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I love it when our audience are demanding and they want to know more and they want to do more. Fantastic. So with this notebook, what about if I bring in Pat here? So I'm going to go to media on my screen, upload from my device. Remember, I had Pat as my one of my characters. Now you see on this canvas, I'm just going to make this a little bigger so that you can see it. Pat is also part of my scene. But you see, with Pat, nothing is really gelling. So what you could do is, number one, this is one of the ways in which you can bring it here. Yeah. Number two, you can have this background as well removed, and you could actually have Pat sitting and listening to this character. So depending on what character you have designed, you could actually make them sit here or in a corner as you like it. And now there are two characters that are sitting here. Now you can simply just move it, where you want Pat to speak. And right now we have only the notebook speaking. So when the notebook finishes talking, I could actually increase the length of this video or add another scene over here to do so. Now look, I could actually drag and bring Pat here so that Pat starts speaking after the notebook has finished talking. I hope that helped.
Oh, wow. So, okay, thank you so much for answering the queries of all our viewers. And before we wrap up, I just want everyone to pass on the message once again. Jasmeet ma'am has already said that. But let me just say it again that we, of course, encourage you to share your thoughts, your creations from today's session on this Padlet by scanning this particular QR code. So, let's have this QR code. Using this QR code, you can simply scan it and share your creations from today's sessions with all of us. So I really hope that we'll be getting a lot of such creations from the teacher, educators and school leaders as well. And with this, I would like to thank all of the experts, all the viewers for being with us. Thank you so much, Jasmeet ma'am. Thank you so much, Meenakshi ma'am, for giving us so many details how to animate and create these amazing, amazing videos. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And with that, I would also like to thank our audience for today, because I can see a lot of educators have already started putting in their Animate from audio videos. Yeah. And I can see Richa ma'am, I can see Shagun Sharma from DAV Public School Sector 14, Gurugram, Preeti Saxena, Archana Rohatgi. All of these teachers, they have already started putting in their beautiful, beautiful videos. So I am just keeping a look at the Padlet, and I'm going to wanting to see more videos from your end. So thank you so much for keeping, just sending these videos to us.
You will be getting many more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it actually makes our day to see your creations. So please share.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to all the lovely people who have shared their creations, and I'm sure you have enjoyed this program. So keep on creating more and keep on using your knowledge, creativity, and make this entire process a very fun one. Thank you so much once again. But let me just tell you that yes, there is another QR code which you can scan and give us your feedback. Any suggestion, any advice, any feedback that you have for us for this entire program, please let us know. We would love to have it, and we would love to improve there if there is any requirement in the future. Thank you so much once again. We'll be looking forward to your feedbacks as well. With this, let me tell you that we're wrapping up this particular program, the 5th session on RT Events YouTube channel, and raise your queries. Same time, that would be 3:30 p.m. And with that, thank you so much. I'm Tanvi Khurana. I'll take a leave of you, and keep on watching our YouTube channels and also eVidya channels. Have a great day ahead. Namaskar.